Moose is in the
I want
house.
to play video games.
Moose is in the
Children
house.
small or just
Watch
far
out.
away.
Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Hey everyone, how's it going? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Y'all doing okay? Well, every time I struggle to find something to watch, Moose Bones is there. Well, you sound almost as degenerate as I do, because why are you looking for streams to watch at 9 p.m.? I guess your time zones exist, right? Not everyone's in the same time zone. That's incredibly stupid of me to assume. How's everyone been doing? Hope y'all had an okay Christmas, or like, you know, maybe your family sucks and you found something else to do. My family is great, and sorry if that hits a sore spot, but me and my parents have a very good relationship, so it was real nice to see them. And yeah, it is nice to be, you know, getting back into the swing of things, though. I spent a week just like relaxing. Last couple of days I've just been collecting footage for new videos and stuff like that. Been playing games I haven't played in a little while. Tomorrow I should have the Rancher Rundown out. 90% of it is done. I just kind of got to piece it together, and I think, you know, in between all the chores and stuff I got to do tomorrow, it should be good to go. Here's the thing. Do we do the New Year's Eve drinking game? Because I got invited somewhere. So if people don't want to do it, if people aren't going to hang out, I'm going to go hang out with actual friends. Sorry. That sounds crass. But, you know, I don't mind doing the New Year's thing. It's fun for me, too. Also, my camera is... I think my chair's too low. There we go. It's like, why does my camera look so strange? Had a nice Christmas, getting the bag, working all the stat holidays. Damn, yeah, I do not get any of that kind of stuff. There's one company I work with that gives overtime, but overtime in this industry is pretty rare. You kind of have to like be in with a company. I think one of the companies I work for doesn't even like claim any of the money I fucking send on invoices as taxes. So like they don't claim any of that stuff. I don't know how they function. You know, most of the companies I work for are like legit. But there's a lot of like you get paid well and you don't get overtime, and it's like, okay, well, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. Hoping for New Year's Monster Rancher Anime Night. I guess we're gonna do it then. I'd be down to do it. We're gonna be streaming a lot more the next month. I got some dates booked end of January, and I've got some stuff in February. But I think going forward, we're probably going to be streaming like 4 nights a week, if not more. Just because, you know, I have the time, and I might as well do something with it, right? It's not going to be always consistent, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It might be like a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I take a Wednesday off to relax or like work on video stuff or whatever. But this is the time of year where like I'm going to start grinding out, getting a lot of stuff done. Hop Tub stream? Hell yeah. And so many Pokemon cards each week. I know. So that's another thing. I want to start running tournaments for Pocket, but it does not seem conducive to a streaming thing, right? Like, it doesn't seem conducive to that. It seems like we cannot... I don't know how you would spectate it, man. Like, it sucks. I want to run tournaments, but there's no spectate. Literally, the only way I would be able to spectate is if other people were also on emulator and they were in the Discord and they screen shared, which is a lot of hoops to jump through. I was gonna say humps to juke through, which is not correct. It's a lot of hoops to jump through, meaning that, you know, only certain people we would be able to stream, which isn't the end of the world. No other third-party programs. So the problem is the client for the game itself does not allow spectators, right? So can you stream from your phone? Here, let's try something real quick. I've never tried. I'm gonna try and stream something to the Discord from my phone right now. Let's see if I can do it. Why'd I open Twitch? That's wrong. Someone's gonna say, yeah, you can, while I'm like nose of my phone, not looking at this. Stream exclusively through my phone on Twitch? Oh, sorry, I'm talking about on Discord. I know you can like do it for like other stuff. If that's the case, then okay, all of a sudden it's much easier. Dido players do phone Twitch live streams at the bowling alley. That's such a weird fucking sentence. Okay, I'm gonna just try general join voice. I'm in chat. Camera, there's my face. I look horrendous. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the ability to stream video. Done webcam games on our phones for Digi, so I'm sure you can. But webcam is not phone. I'm seeing if there's a way to... What is this? Activities. It's low quality though. Here, I don't need camera. I need to figure out how I can go live. There should be a way, right? Because on regular streaming, it's pretty easy. If I want to do this, okay, I'm in here now. I can just share my screen, and that's it. It's very simple. That's so strange. There's got to be a way, right? I'm sure I could Google this. Native Twitch app has easy stream support. There's also some streaming programs, Prism or Mobile OBS, but I haven't had much better luck with them. Right. The problem is I don't want... I'm sure there's ways to do it, right? The big issue is I don't want other people to have to stream like on Twitch or whatever, right? Especially if they don't want it to be like public or they don't want to like... Maybe they do have a Twitch channel, right? Where's your Bajarl action? I don't know. He's at the bottom of the pile. Bajarl is kind of an interesting monster in that it's so ass. I think it's a cool monster, but it sucks. And that's part of its charm, I think. We'll get to it eventually. Baku is the next monster we're doing. I've been spending a lot of time working on a video that's not Monster Ranch related, though. I've been spending a lot of time working on my video that's just basically about the Y2K aesthetic in video games and why it was cool and why it mattered. And I'm looking at mostly like Wipeout 3 and SSX. There's other games that are like more Y2K coded, I think, but those are the ones that I give a shit about. So we're not going to be looking at like, you know, Space Station Silicon Valley. Like, it's a fun game, but like it's not the vibe I'm going for. So cool to look at. Really look at him as supreme art. Bajarl is pretty cool. Stream to Discord on your phone. Can you stream on the Discord mobile app? Open Discord and join a voice chat. Tap the screen share icon. There is a screen share icon. Okay. Oh, it's a app. No. It's a second app. No, we're trying to figure out a way to do this without anyone having to download anything else. Also, my hair's all over the place. I apologize. It's looking floofy because I did boxing today. And I did not brush my hair after I got out of the shower. Stream to Discord on your phone. I screen share on Discord on mobile devices. Make the voice channel tap screen share. Okay, here, let's figure this out. Hair problems can't relate. I'm sorry. Okay, open Discord on your phone. You need to go to a specific server and voice channel where you want to share. Tap. When you get to the voice channel, you can tap on the screen share button at the bottom. It doesn't show up. What year is this from? This is a 30
This video
second...
will show you how to screen share on Discord Mobile with both iPhone and Android devices. Start by joining a voice channel or Discord call. Swipe up on the bottom panel to see the full menu.
There's a swipe? Thank you, 38-second video. You get a thumbs up. There is. Share your screen. Okay. So, I'm gonna look at this now. Man. Okay. Is anyone on... Sharing my screen, you can switch to other apps for your friends to see. Okay. So I still can't see it. Are other people able... Maybe if I close Discord... It's probably because I already have it open with something else. Is, okay, anybody who's on the Discord, help me out right now. Go look at the general chat, the general voice chat, and tell me what you see. Someone popped in. Hey, macho. Okay, we got it. All right, so that's the answer. You got to join the Discord, and then we'll screen share. It'll be pretty simple. The problem is going to be I will have to hide the person's hand or something, right? Maybe if it's a private channel that only I can go in with the other person, and then I can copy whatever they're doing, and then, you know, I can format it so it's stuck out. Yeah, we can make that work. Easy way to get people to join the Discord, too. Yeah, that's, okay. That'll work. Let's stop screen sharing. See you later, Mancho. Okay, so... Problem solved. We are gonna start doing some who removed Farwood Reaver from soundboard? I want answers. I don't think you added it. You move people in and out of private voice chats. Yeah. No, I know all about that. I know. I just didn't know you could screen share from your phone. That makes things much easier. That makes it so I can actually run events. That's sick. Want to see some Nuzlocke Monster Rancher 2? I suggest you watch the VODs because we just finished a run, and I'm going to be uploading edited videos, so, you know, you don't have to watch 40 hours of VODs. You can instead watch, you know, a 40-minute video that was cut down from 4.5 hours. It only left all the fun stuff in. Yeah, we won it again. It was sick. It was very funny. Like, because we only needed to beat one of the major four with him, we went really, really hard on stats just to, like, be super safe. And we ended up not having enough lifespan to, like, be able to beat the Legend Cup. And then something very funny happened in the interim between when we would have had to do those two fights. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It sucked. But it was funny. We had beat it. We beat it, like, legitimately. There was just some silly things that happened at the end. What do we want to do today? So here's what we got to do. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing the drinking stream. We're going to be doing... If you guys have never been here for this, and, you know, there's a couple of people watching right now. If you've never been here watching, we are going to be doing... this. We have it set up, Mystery Science Theater 3000 style. We're going to be watching some of the Monster Rancher anime. And then we got some drinking rules on the side. It's a drinking game. Every time one of these things happens, you take a swig, and it is pretty fucked up. Also, I'm definitely gonna have to fix this chat. Dude, Fake Life's comment is like half of it. That's so funny. Today's drinking stream? No, it's tomorrow. Golem's big ass taking up 2 seats. Yeah, he's got his hand in this one. That's where he keeps his popcorn. Today could be a drinking stream. I can make myself gin and lemonade. I'd have to make lemonade, but I could add gin to it. Gonna be drinking a lot of water. I'm happy for you. I'm like super tired today because I was doing boxing, but also my boxing gym is like, they finally moved all their new shit in. Could I just drink gin? Brother, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not drinking straight gin. Lemonade making stream, dude. I'm only gonna be putting water and lemon juice and sugar in a cup. I'm not squeezing any lemons. We can try speedruns again because I got a new controller. I got this crappy no-name LED controller that's like a PS4 controller. It's very sticky and feels kind of gross to use, but I've been playing a lot of the SSX games to get ready for the video. And, you know, you got used to it. It's got eczema. It does kind of look like it's got eczema. Me and him, we match. Wait, where's my... Yeah, we match. Hell yeah. That's not even the bad side. This is the bad side, I think. Leave a note in the comments which side's worse. It's got a cool LED on it. It does. What's a gin of choice? My gin of choice is Drumshanbo, which is the only alcohol on the market that has the word Oriental in the copy. Oh my god, it's funny. Okay, let's put a picture up of it so you guys can see. Did it save as? Oh, this. There. This is my favorite gin. It's very good. It says gunpowder and big letters on the top, which is formidable. It's got a fake cork. It's like a cork, but it's waxed. But yeah, it tastes good. That's kind of all you need. And it says, does it Oriental botanicals? Someone's got to tell Ireland what's up with that word now. Never had a gin as your drink of choice? What do you drink? It has heavy metal. It's gunpowder gin is it's made with gunpowder tea, which is just a specific type of tea. There's no gunpowder in it. Like vanilla rum and root beer. You know, my friend that my friend that I live with, some would call it a roommate. When I was in college, kept buying Jaeger, and it was like the only alcohol we had for a while because it was like, what? I'm broke as shit. I'm not buying a ton of alcohol, and so we would mix Jaeger with root beer, and it works because it just tastes like root beer. And they were roommates. They were best friends. Bombay Sapphire? Oh, brother. I'm a car guy. My favorite car is a 1998 Toyota Corolla with none of the doors on it. That's my favorite car. Looks like a Monster Rancher 2 item. It does look fancy. All right. I'm sorry. I'm not here to gin shame anybody. but you can do better. I gotta play Monster Rancher 4, and I gotta play Monster Rancher Hop About, because we hit donation incentives. So we got to do that at some point. I don't think that's a thing for tonight. I think we'll relax on that a little bit. You laugh, you lose stream. That'll go well. The problem is I don't have a way to vet them ahead of time, right? Like, I know you guys are pretty respectful, but I don't want people just like sending me links if I don't have like people able to like check it out. Because you can send anything. You guys probably wouldn't, but you know. And I don't want to have to watch them and then watch them a second time. I mean, if I say I'm playing SSX, that's gonna kill the stream. People are gonna fucking leave. So I don't think we're playing SSX tonight. Dude, a friend of mine, I say a friend of mine, he's an acquaintance. I know him personally, but like we haven't really talked a whole lot. I just know him from like Smash tournaments and shit. He put out this video the other day, like 2 days ago, about the blue dog in the races in Majora's Mask. You know how you can like bet on the dogs, and if you bet on the winner, you get a piece of heart. About how the blue dog can't like literally can't win, and like it sucks ass, and like everybody thought it was impossible, and then it turns out, you know, you can actually see the blue dog win through an insane glitch that's like 1 in a billion. What is it at? 1.1 million views in 3 days. It's so crazy. Good for him, man. Yeah, he used to come to Smash tournaments in Toronto. You saw that? I think everyone saw it. It's 1 million views. I'm happy for him. It's a fun story. I'm not gonna lie, when he got into the math, my eyes kind of glazed over, and like I stopped paying attention, but the actual story was fun. About to be 1,000,001. It's a good video. I enjoyed, like, I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's like 12 minutes long, 13 minutes long, something like that, and I watched like the first 10 minutes. The game that gives you a Bajula, a Monster Rancher 2? What? I'll play Monster Rancher 1, 2, and Evo. What I missed on the others. So Monster Rancher 3 is probably the best looking game in the series. Like, if you take a look at like aesthetic and how things hold up over time, it's probably the best looking one in the year 2024. It's really fun. There's no combination in the game, so a lot of people kind of wrote it off as like, you know, it's not as deep, it doesn't have as much going on because you can't combine monsters. But what it did instead was regional variants. So each monster has a specific like subspecies for each locale, and you can like move to different locations. So you can like train in the desert or in the snowy mountains or underwater, and like you can have a Baku, or you can have a Baku underwater that is like got electric eel like theming and shit because he's the one that's adapted to life underwater. And then, you know, you can have Durahan, but like the aquatic one is like a Viking. He's kind of like a pirate, I would say. He's got an axe. It's cool. There's a lot of fun stuff in it. I really like the designs. And the actual combat and like competitive scene for the game is really interesting because it has like inborn traits and abilities and things like that. So you can like power up what elements your monster is weak to or strong against and like all that stuff. Really like the visuals on 4 more than the cell shading of 3. I think that's one of those things that is nostalgia playing tricks on you. Because I felt the same way until I was in my 20s, and then I played them on emulator, and I'm like, Jesus, 4 kind of looks shitty. 2 is your favorite looking? That's fair, too. Liking 4 the most is absolutely fair as well. But I do think... dude, I should talk about that in the video, too. So the video about SSX and, you know, the Y2K aesthetic and all that stuff is mostly about how nothing is as good as you remember it. And stuff that you loved as a kid can seem like shitty or like cringe or whatever as an adult, viewing it through like a more cynical lens. And, you know, that's not fair to the piece of media you're looking at. You have to like understand the zeitgeist. And so like SSX Tricky, which is a game that is just like unbelievably like strong when it comes to personality and all of that. 90% of the stuff that like is cool and makes the game good is things that people would be making like TikTok videos about, like character tropes and like how like shitty it is. There's like 4 or 5 characters in the game that seem like they would be Kyle Gordon characters. He's the Planet of the Bass guy. He does videos that are just like every new metal singer or whatever, and then, you know, he parodies that shit. But it's like, it's very, very cynical, and it doesn't seem like it's done with love. It seems like it's done with like legitimate disdain for the stuff. And I think there's a lot of stuff in SSX Tricky that, viewed through the lens of like a cynical person, would be like, this is fucking stupid. Like, who would ever like this? Here's a perfect example. Let me show you. Growing up, this was my favorite character in SSX Tricky. And he's the funniest looking fucker. Here, let's just go to desktop mode. This guy, Simon, look at this guy. He's like, it's very easy to look at this and be like, he's like the crazy guy. He actually says something like pretty fly for a crazy guy when you do a big trick. His whole thing is that he's a fucked up loser with like, you wouldn't be able to spend 1 minute in his twisted reality. Like, you know, it's like I'm the Joker baby, basically. But he's wearing a wife beater and jeans, and he kind of reminds me of Wolverine, and that's kind of enough. If you are a white Canadian kid, you're gonna like Wolverine. You're gonna like this. It's sick. Lines in this game are so lame. It was brilliant. I know, it's very funny. But that's my point, right? Is that it is done. It's self-aware in the sense that it knows it's like campy. But that's the point. And it's not campy in like an ironic way. It's not ironic where it's like it's so bad it's good. It's good because it just feeds into the rest of the personality of the game. It does the thing it's supposed to do, and it does it well. But it's very easy to look at this and be like, oh, that's so cringy. Pretty fly for a crazy guy. Like, who would like that? Who would like this guy? That's so gross. It's so annoying. And it's like, no, this dude's sick. I'm fighting. This is a huge straw man. But, you know, I don't think the type of person I'm talking about who would like cynically look at this and be like, oh, it's like, it's stupid. And like, why would someone like this? And like, it's just annoying. If I had an ego, I'd be embarrassed right now. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of stuff like that in the game. And the reason I think it's so... it would be common for someone to be able to look back on this if they have if they've never played the game, they've never heard of it, and, you know, they're like Zoomer or younger, and they're looking at it, they'd just be like, this is cringe and stupid. And it's not wrong, but it's part of, like, having characters who are too serious would make the game really shitty. And we see that in like SSX, the one that came out in 2011, which is super like badass, and it's like one of the worst games in the series by a long shot. It sucks. It's so fucking boring. This one's got neon colors and a crazy guy, and that makes it good. But I think the reason why I know there are people that would like act like that is because I was that guy, not the crazy guy. Might flame me, but everything you're saying about this game is how I feel about Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. They're so stupid, it loops around to being so funny. So, I think what I'm trying to say here is that that's not the case with something like SSX. Where, and it, arguably not the case with Sonic Adventure either, right? Like, I don't think it was done... I don't think it's good ironically. I'm not a big fan of Sonic in general, and, you know, the personality of the Sonic Adventure games is completely lost on me because I don't like the gameplay. I think the gameplay is really bad. So that's just, like, you're not going to sell me on it. But I don't think the, like, personality of Sonic as, like, cringy and, like, you know, what a 13-year-old's idea of cool is. Sonic is, like, the equivalent of, like, having a TV in your room. Like, right? Like, it's very on the nose about what it wants to be. But that doesn't make it bad and then so bad it's good. Not inherently, anyway. I think it's fine to just be like, I think it's good. I have fun with it. It's campy, and I enjoy it. It's not like The Room, right? Sonic takes itself seriously, Tricky doesn't. I don't know if that's true. Having heard Crush 40, I don't think Sonic takes itself seriously. Hi, Dougie. You're my best customer. I don't think you can listen to Crush 40 and be like, yeah, this is meant to be like completely serious. Butt Rock is catchy, but it's not butt rock, right? It's like completely neutered. You can't, it's like, what describe it as? It's like what a 50-year-old man's idea of pop punk in the year 1999 is. It's hard to say how seriously it takes itself because everything like that kind of seems like it was like art by committee. Did you hear that Crush 40 are suing Sega because Paramount paid them for the rights to Live and Learn and they didn't know they owned the rights and not Sega? That's amazing. You can call the band Crush 40 because he wanted to kick ass at 40. I don't know, man. I am going to be... I would say it's a very fine line and almost not important what side of the line it falls on. But Crush 40 and like Sonic Adventure, to me, feels kind of like a guy who is wearing nylon sleeves on his arms to make it look like he has tattoos, which is a thing that exists. And I've seen that shit in real life, playing shows with like people who are older than me. And it's very funny. This game, like Tricky, is like a dude showing up in like an unbuttoned Hawaiian shirt because he thinks it looks funny. I think that's the difference, right? It's like, maybe it is trying to be cool. Maybe it is trying hard. But I think, like, if you're wearing the fake tattoos, I don't know, man. And this guy looks like, I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see what I'm pointing at. This looks like the type of guy who would be, like, try hard, right? Like, you would think, like, this is concept art for 3. This is, I think, the remake, like the 2011 version, which like fucking blows. And it does not look good. I like it. I like the wife beater. I think staying cartoony is the way to go. You need characters who are like completely over the top and annoying because that's the game. That's what you're trying to sell. And there's a pretty big difference in the look here between like the cartoony style and, you know, the concept art for 3. And I don't want to say, I know what it is. I know why it changed. And I don't want to explain it because it gives away kind of a funny bit in the video. And also, you guys are not going to think I'm serious when I say it. I'm doing the Kanye West bit where it's like I can't say, and then I'm gonna say it anyway. It's got nothing to do with the Jews. 9/11 happened. 9/11 happened, and the American military-industrial complex was everywhere in media, and everything became badassified. Everything was like, we gotta, like, hoorah, let's go America. That's the difference. The war in Iraq, specifically, not even 9/11, but the war in Iraq. Because if we take a look at the characters in Tricky, are they gonna have pictures of everyone here? They're not. Okay, that's you gotta have, like, come on. Images. This guy. You got Luther, who's just a fat guy. That's his whole bit. He's got a mullet. You got Eddie, who's a guy with an afro. A white guy with an afro. You got Simon, who's the guy I was talking about. Elise. See, the characters are like all very colorful, right? They're very colorful. And then SSX3, they were like, what if everything was brown and green instead? What if everything was earth tones? And so now you got, like, there's still, like, you know, there's some personality, but it's way more boring, man. What year did 3 come out? 2003. SSX Tricky was 2001. SSX, which is the game, SSX Tricky is less of a sequel and more of just like an expansion pack on the original SSX. SSX was just like a racing game first and foremost, and then you did tricks to like gain boost and go faster. And then Tricky is like, people like doing the tricks, so let's add a trick mode, like a high score mode to it. But you're still basically on all the exact same maps from the first game. They really only added 2 maps, and they are easily the worst maps in the game. So Tricky kind of tried to repurpose what were first and foremost racetracks as like obstacle courses. And, you know, it's hit and miss. It's not always the best. There's a couple of tracks that are like completely unfun to play in like a trick setting, and they're super fun to play as a race, and vice versa. SSX3 changed that whole formula. SSX3 is like the real sequel. SSX Tricky is quite literally like a next year DLC patch is basically what it is. SSX3 is you're up on one big mountain. All of the like racetracks like lead into each other. It's basically an open world game in 2003, which is pretty sick. Open world snowboarding game, essentially. AMP 2 came out bundled with original Xbox, both these games, but SSX leaned into the THPS vibes. AMP felt more serious, yeah. Which is why I liked SSX more. The arcade style is more fun, IMO. And despite this like not having the personality of SSX Tricky, I think it's the better game. I think it's a stronger game. It's just there's so much more you can do in it. The problem is there's only like 6 actual tracks because everything kind of combines into each other. The like 20 races or whatever are actually like 3 race tracks, and then a combination of 1 and 2, and then a combination of 2 and 3, and then a combination of all 3, and then some like wilderness stuff, and like it's not as interesting in that sense. But it's I do think it's a more cohesive game. They had more time to cook with SSX3 than Tricky. Yeah, the difference, when did SSX come out? It's like 6 months or something. It's not much at all. They have 2000. Yeah. SSX was the launch title for PS2. And then Tricky came out, like, this is right after 9/11, right? So it was in production before 9/11. And then SSX3 was October 2003. So war in Iraq had started at this point. I haven't seen this yet. Here, I'm looking at the article. Yeah, SSX came out October 2000. And then a year later, SSX Tricky came out. So most people haven't even played the original SSX. It's not as good of a game. And just straight up. SSX, it's like a Monster Rancher 1 to Monster Rancher 2 type of deal, where the first one kind of just feels like the beta, but it's significantly less different than Monster Rancher 1 is to Monster Rancher 2. And think of that from the outside. Those games are basically identical, right? If you've never played Monster Rancher, the games are the same game, essentially, right? It's like, what's the difference? There's a smaller gap in the differentiation between SSX and SSX Tricky. Most people who know the series know it for Tricky. Most people have never played the first one. But yeah, Tricky is basically just the base game. They doubled the amount of characters, which is like a very easy thing to do. And then they added some like rails and shit into the existing maps for like the trick mode. Like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Yeah, I would say it's even less different than Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 to 2. 2 added like a lot of stuff. Tricky rules, yeah, it's a sick game. But yeah, the video I'm working on, and you know, it's really hard to work on multiple videos at the same time, but it's what I'm doing. It's about trying to like in search of a perfect game, basically, right? I talk about Wipeout 3, which like for what it is like maybe a perfect game. And then SSX Tricky and SSX 3, and I compare the two. You know, it's not a review, right? It's not like SSX Tricky is a game that came out in 2001 and this and that. And though there is a little bit of that in it because I have to explain the history, it's not like this game gets a 7 out of 10 for graphics and it gets a 5 out of 7 for gameplay. Like it's got perfect gameplay is what I'm saying. There's things that Tricky does better than 3, mainly presentation, and there's things SSX 3 does better than Tricky, mainly gameplay. And you can't really have one without the other. People love to talk shit about, like, I want smaller games with worse graphics and, like, all that shit. It's like, yeah, you do, but you actually don't. And you, like all other consumers, don't actually know what you want. And that's fine. That's not a slight to you. That's just how our brains work. We don't know what we want. And presentation matters. If you've been in the fucking Monster Rancher Discord, not mine, but the regular Monster Rancher Discord, where every 4 days they're like talking shit about Concord for some reason, like, I don't know if these people go outside. I don't think they go outside. But like they're still talking about Concord and like how funny it is that the game failed and shit. Very good indicator of how important presentation is. As much as you want to talk about how it's like a game doesn't need good graphics to like be good, these people are fucking talking about a game they've never played like months after the fact just because it looked shitty. And it did look shitty. They're not wrong. It looked fucking terrible. But also, like, why why does it matter? It's tough, man, because it does kind of matter. And Tricky had the vibes. Tricky has the vibes for sure, but there are fully tracks in it that are almost unplayable as like a trick course. They're like very fun as a course you would like race down, but there's like no room to do any tricks in it. And they even knew that because like the scores, the goal scores for like the Aloha Ice Jam level especially is so like unbelievably low. It's like a quarter of what you can get on the very first track in the game. just because it's so fast and so technical and like built for racing. There's like no jumps. It's really funny. People arguing it from a competitive standpoint. What do you mean? Do they have ROM hacks for these games? I don't know. I know there's mods for Tricky, but I don't even know if you need them. I would have a very hard time explaining to you what I think should change outside of just what they changed in SSX3. I do value gameplay much more than graphics, but aside from the Switch, highest fidelity console I've had is a PS2. So, how do I say this? I think most people do. Most people do actually prefer gameplay to graphics, right? I think most people who like care about video games don't really give a shit about the game looking like a movie, right? For a lot of people, it's really cool if it does. There's certainly a subset of people who are like, oh man, I can't believe how good this game looks, right? But graphics do matter. People like to say they don't. I'm not saying this is you, Goat. I know you're just giving a milquetoast opinion. There's like nothing offensive or controversial about what you just said. But they matter more than I think we think they do. Because I'm kind of in that camp too, right? Where it's like, I don't need a game to like be AAA in graphics. I don't care. Most of my favorite games are from 20 years ago, and I think they look great because they have personality and they're built out with that in mind, right? Yoshi's Island is one of the best looking games of all time because it was made in like the end of life of a console that, you know, had some pretty cool tricks you could do with it, right? You make him so big. Just asking because it seems like most GameCube era and backwards has ROM hacks nowadays. I could see it happening. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. In terms of how good the game is, you could argue that maps like the one you're talking about aren't good for competitive play, but they're fun if everyone talks past each other. Then everyone talks past each other. Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about competitive play. There is a competitive scene for Tricky and SSX3. Obviously, there's speedruns, and there's like trick scores and stuff. But I'm not really worried about any of that. Dave Mirra BMX on PS1. Dave Mirra, it's so funny how like Matt Hoffman Pro BMX 2 was probably the biggest BMX game, and it is not the best BMX game by like any stretch of the imagination. It's so rushed. It sucks so bad. In terms of fun, I don't know what people would be crying about. I think you're coming in late to the conversation. We were talking about people crying about, or not crying about, but like just talking shit about Concord, which is a game that nobody anywhere has ever played. 3 Extreme on PSX. I've got a fun bit that I can tell you. This is something that I shared with Patreons, and I shared it with people who were members on YouTube. I shared a small portion of the script, and I'm going to tell you guys what I said in it now. If you're watching live, you can see it. Been getting Dave Mirra mixed with Matt Hoffman, which had the Slim Jim guy. That was Dave Mirra. Okay. Where's my channel? Bum, 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 bum. So it's funny you mentioned 3 Extreme, because here's a little portion of the video. It's part of the script. There aren't many games that can take a vague concept and nail it so well that they just get to put it in the title. It's brazen to take the idea of doing tricks on a snowboard and make it eponymous. SSX Tricky owns that now. It's crazy. They invented tricks. I should just record this and then I can put it up as my voiceover. Here I would like to introduce a little concept I just made up called the Bragonym. When a thing is given a name explicitly to boast about how good the thing is, it can't be thrown around willy-nilly. Calling your game tricky? It better have tricks like Arby's has the meats. Now, Arby's had the masterstroke vision to not use a Bragonym and instead just use a tagline that explains something basic. Nice try. Not on my watch.
Oh, bring some towels and some garbage bags.
Arby's had the masterstroke vision to not use a Bragonym and instead just used a tagline that explains something basic about themselves that, while potentially boastful, has plausible deniability. They have the meats. Is that gloating? Is it an implication that other restaurants do not have the meats? Or is it a simple declaration? They have the meats. Because, like, they do have the meats. You can probably get more varied meats at Arby's than most of its direct competitors. I'm not going to do any research on this to say one way or another, though. It's not the point. My point is, they didn't make the name of the restaurant Most Meat World, and while I'm not in marketing, I think that's a pretty good call. If you're talking strictly about games, then SSX Tricky is a Bragonym that's pretty audacious. They need to make sure they delivered. Games are a wasteland of Bragonyms that did far more damage than good. A perfect example of this, in the same genre, and the polar opposite of SSX Tricky and the efficacy of the Bragonym, is Too Extreme. Too Extreme was an extreme sports racing game, and it's mostly known as a game you played before Tony Hawk existed, and then never again. Because, and I hate to break it to you, Sony, this shit wasn't even 1 extreme. This shit is 0 extreme. The Bragonym is an all-in play. You have to be sure or else your game becomes a joke, even if it's not, like, fundamentally horrible. Too Extreme is fundamentally horrible, but that's neither here nor there. It still has to fight against the name itself and what was promised therein. There you go. So you want to mention 3 Extreme? That game, I don't think I've ever been more mad playing a game than playing 3 Extreme in, like, the year 2000, after Tony Hawk 2 had come out. That shit sucked so bad. Maybe, like, the worst game I've ever played. Oh. I had 3 Extreme. That shit is rough. Yeah, it's not good. It's not a fun game. But yeah, I'm really excited to put this video out. It's gonna be a little while. It's going to be bigger. It's gonna be like my my Mag Cargo video and my DQM video. It's fun. I do think they're pretty close to being perfect games. SSX Tricky and 3. But yeah, it's you know, about growing up in the 90s and the aesthetics of Y2K, and then how that quickly turned into post-war aesthetics, and why games on the PS2 after that were like all pretty brown and crappy. That hair though, I know. Too Extreme for you? Too Extreme, it's the most pixelated game you've ever seen in your life. It looks like a Game Boy Advance game, but it was on PS1, so it didn't have any excuse. You know, like when the PS2 game, or when the Game Boy Advance games tried to do 3D, that's what it looked like. It looked like Bubsy 3D. No, but pixelated. I love 3 Extreme because I didn't learn how to ride a bike for so long, and my friends made fun of me for it, so I found a game where I could beat the crap out of bikers. That's so specific, and probably something I wouldn't have admitted. I would have just not said anything about that. And then SSX On Tour came out, which has its own pretty cool aesthetic. I don't know what to say about this one yet. I'm probably going to talk about it. 2005. You could play as Mario and Luigi in it. But the whole aesthetic was like doodles, which obviously I'm a fan of if you ever watch my videos. But the whole aesthetic was like stuff done in a sketchbook. Fun game. It's good too. This was like in the death throes of EA Big though. EA Big was starting to. So that was NBA Street. We all heal trauma in different ways. That's true, yeah. That is true. But yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit of SSX On Tour in the next couple of days, collect some footage and see how I feel about it. I don't think it's as good as the other games, but what a story that would be if I went And originally it was the video was gonna be about Wipeout and how it's the perfect game, and then I found flaws, and I'm like, you know, SSX3 is actually the perfect game. And then we were playing it live, and I found a bunch of flaws in it, and then I was like, well, maybe Tricky's better, and so I was playing it, and it's like, it's got a bunch of flaws. They're real good. They're like easy 9 out of 10. And then if SSX on tour was like perfect with no flaws, then that would certainly be something. That'd be an interesting end to the saga, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's completely unrealistic to expect that. Got to take on Jet Set Radio. Back in the day, I loved them, but coming back to them feel pretty slow. So Jet Set Radio is, I talk about it a little bit in the video, but I never played it growing up. Jet Set Radio feels like a game that is on the exact opposite side of the spectrum of like personality and gameplay, where it's like, it has, like, the vibes are immaculate, but the gameplay looks very dumb to me. Like, I can't really think of like an extreme sports game that would be less interesting to me, but people swear by it, right? People love it. It looks real stupid though. It looks sick, but like it looks stupid, if you know what I mean. So Sandy's plays Snowboard Kids, and he's like, "Oh, Snowboard Kids sucks, man." I played 1080 snowboarding. I played 1080 Avalanche. 1080 Avalanche is a very funny game because a band from Oshawa, which is like not a suburb of Toronto, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. How far is Oshawa from Toronto? I think it's 2 hours. Anyway, they were the band. An hour and 8 minutes. An hour and 8 minutes outside of Toronto, but it is I'll talk about Hydro Thunder in a second. Yeah, 1080 Avalanche has a song by a band called Cauterize, which is a local band, which is very, very funny because I had seen them live before I bought the game in like grade 10 or something, and then I was like, what the fuck? This band I saw my friend's band open for is in a Nintendo game. This place opened up near me, and it's like a pinball arcade. It's got like 100 pinball machines, and it's got a Hydro Thunder machine, and we were playing the shit out of Hydro Thunder the other day. Just throttle up the whole way, baby. Turn it down a little bit so I'm not drifting everywhere. Throttle up the whole way, baby. What are you going to do? At our local arcade. Yeah, it's sick. The force feedback of like bouncing into the rocks is so funny. They also had like they had a bunch of repro machines, which are like I'm not interested in, like a $150 like small cabinet of Street Fighter 2. Like that's boring. I don't care about that. But they had a bunch of sick pinball games. There's so many like new pinball games. There's a pinball game based on The Godfather, and like at the beginning you choose like a family to like play as, and it like changes your stats for pinball. Like, I don't fucking understand pinball. Why is it this complicated? Where's my Space Cadet? Where's my Windows 95 shoot the ramps shit? Like, I don't need 5% extra multiplier, 10% less bonus on multi-ball. Like, what the fuck is happening there, man? Like, it's The Godfather. What's going on? I had the 64 port and run over those penguins like bowling pins. You ever play Simpsons bowling? You fuck up and it loads a tiny horse head into the chamber. Dude, you would not believe what the plunger is. It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, the plunger is a horse head. Nowadays, I can come back to Roll Cage Stage 2 on the PSX and the old school F-Zeros and get better vibes. So, to me, everybody I know who is like F-Zero, F-Zero GX. I found a copy of F-Zero GX. It's like a $120 game if you want to buy it online right now. On the floor in a pile of games in the lobby of the building I live in. Is it this cabinet? One sec. Yes. Yeah, that's it. And so I've played like F-Zero GX and F-Zero X, and like these games to me really feel like worse Wipeout. Wipeout 3 and then like, you know, the newer ones seem so good. Like it's exactly what you want out of F-Zero, but it's a kart racer. You get weapons. You still have your boost bar. That's also your shield. And if you boost, you know, you get closer to dying. Wipeout is just, it's very close to a perfect racing game. This is like maybe what like doctors are calling the worst case of get good in history. I think the worst part about Wipeout is how fucking hard it is. It's like an unbelievably difficult game to play. Gotta agree with Wipeout. It feels like a more technical F-Zero. The only game that's made me feel similar to Wipeout. I mean, F-Zero, especially like GX and shit, is like, they're very difficult games, right? I'm not gonna pretend they're not. But Wipeout is, it feels slicker and also like more difficult. Wipeout is Extreme G? Yeah. Wipeout's decent, but it's the same genre of combat racing kind of shit. Yeah, but like you don't get weapons in F-Zero, right? Like Pod Racer? What? I don't think it's like the N64 episode 1 Pod Racer game. That game is kind of ass. I remember being so excited to play that as a kid, and then I finally did, and I was like, what the fuck? You drive your weapon in F-Zero? You drive your weapon in Wipeout as well. You do damage to your opponents by running into them. What was a game I showed you one time where it's like an arena fight or something where the character's lower half was giant balls on wheels? Ball Breakers? Ball Breakers is, are we going to play Ball Breakers on stream right now? Let me show you guys Ball Breakers, which is an incredible name for a game. So, PS1. Okay, sick. So Ball Breakers, the conceit to this game is that you are a convict. You are an evil robot who has broken the law, and in the year 20XX, your punishment is they take your legs. They take your legs and they put you on a big fucking rolling ball, BB-8 style, and you have to fight for your freedom. In like the Hunger Games, essentially. It's so funny, man. It's Take-Two made it. Look at this. This is so good, man. They just don't make shit like this anymore.
A maximum security prison planet for synthetic life forms.
So when people talk about how, like, first and foremost, every game has to think about the commerce aspect of it, and it's like, you need to be able to make money on it. I don't think they gave a shit about that in the 90s, like, at all, man. Like, they didn't think this was going to be a 10 million solid... No, my legs!
But for those who do, there is one hope for freedom. To be the last man rolling.
So, like, the idea is basically you're a gladiator, right? Like, you're taken in, you're like a prisoner, you gotta fight for your freedom. I like how different they are, though. This one guy's like an evil, like, assassin-looking guy. This guy's wearing, like, a leather jacket. They give one guy a drill on his hand. They give him, like, a colonoscopy bag. You mean a colostomy bag? Use that as a motivator to win. I don't think they thought too hard about it. Okay, I don't know what's going on in this video, but I can't watch that flashing on and off. It's a very fun game. It handles about as well as a robot that doesn't have legs and instead has a ball would handle. You need to live in the universe where this took off. Yeah. Might have gotten a massive upfront development fund just for making a game and trying to innovate, like how Mortal Kombat 4 was made. Oh, was Mortal Kombat 4 made on the impression that they were innovating on anything? I played Micromaniacs. It sounds familiar. Oh, yeah. Yes, I played this. I'm like, it's, I don't know, man. We haven't even played a game yet. It's 10:30. It's been an hour and a half of me just talking. Sometimes just talking is fun, though. Pinobi Wings of Adventure. Game Boy Advance. I have not played this. Oh, no. All right. I'm just going to be honest. I got no opinion on this game because I haven't played the game. But we're talking about how presentation matters. And this is like my least favorite style of like graphics for a video game. Like, I don't like this at all. This shit sucks to me. I guess my parents got it for me as a kid, but I remember putting a lot of hours into it. I don't even remember getting it. My parents got Lee Carvalho's putting challenged with the Game Boy version of Milon's Secret Castle. This is like an unplayable game. There's a long play of it. Maybe I can finally figure out how the fuck to beat it. It was like very easily like a contender for one of those like call the Nintendo hotline to figure out how to do this. Watch the speed run. Okay, what's the speed run? $17 minutes? For Game Boy. What do we got? But it's kind of aping on Zelda. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is speedrun.com also has been like really, really slow. Two people, folks. You know what it is, folks. There's two times. All right, we're getting messages on Discord. Get out of here. What happened to my streamer mode? That's a big time difference too. Sub 10, easy sub 10. I like holding balls against a demon, holding both balls. There's a lot going on there. The game is like, how do I describe this? Shitty. This game sucks, but it's open. I think we gotta get the record on this now. It's kind of a fun game in like an exploratory sense. Like you are 720p, all right.
Try getting to yellow.
You have these like different doors you can go in. You get to choose your path basically, and then as you unlock more items, you get to travel through more of the dungeon or the castle. There's this like funny portion where you can like just not enter any of the rooms in the castle and instead just fall down a well, and the well is like a secret it's not a secret area. Like you're supposed to go there. But like nothing is explained in this game. It's impossible to like figure it out. There's hints that you can talk to people and they'll give you hints, and the hints are like, try getting an axe. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? What the hell am I supposed to do with that? All right. I'm seeing some misplays. Being so critical. We're going to do it, folks. May I help you? We got the shoes. You need that to advance. You need the shoes to advance. Castle's literally made out of money. It is. Did he not have enough money beforehand to go and... No, he didn't. All right. First boss. You can fight the boss immediately. You can like just walk in and fight him. GG's. That's how I figured out how to beat him as like a 7-year-old as well. Ton of inscrutable puzzles, firing at walls. Oh no, he fell in the well. I'm in a well. Also invisible. Yay. You can like get a thing that shows you like that there are platforms there. And then second boss coming up in a second. But yeah, it's one of those games where it's just there's like a shit ton of breakable walls. You're supposed to be able to like get things. You can get shoes that like you don't get hurt when you're in the fire. But even as a kid, like I didn't bother getting them. It's kind of amazing how people discover the secrets in these old games. I mean, it's just you had one game available to you, right? He's got the Hudson. He's got the Bumbler shield. Yeah, he's killing the bosses. Your iframes are really short and you always died really fast. It's no different here. Also, like, you're still in the well after killing the boss. You have to get the balloon to get out. And now it's thundering. So in the overworld, you have to worry about dying. Like NES Ninja Turtle style, where like you can get run over and die. Don't get hit. Lightning coming from the ground, baby. What? I didn't know about that. I might have known about that. That happens IRL too. It's true. Okay, no, I didn't know about that. What the fuck? Then third boss immediately? All the bosses are the same, by the way. Alright. I'm thinking we can do this. Is that Simon's Quest background? No. Turn around every now and then. Turn around. Anyway, we don't have to watch this whole thing. There's more lightning. What the fuck? There's so many doors now. Yeah, and now we're like into parts of the game I like haven't even seen. I always got stuck. I didn't like just an invisible door I didn't know I could walk into. The like really obnoxious part is there's like 2 other levels he hasn't even gone to yet that apparently you don't have to do. That I wasted time as a kid like trying to beat. Yeah, like 80% of this game so far has been like hidden doors. Folks, I don't mean to alarm you, but I don't think I'm going to be playing this game, even if I can get the record. I don't think it's going to be happening. Game definitely gave a kid a seizure with that lightning effect. Oh, now he can jump extra. Oh, invisible blocks? Alright. Yeah, okay. Help. Oh, we saved the princess. Oh, no, it's not a princess. It's a spooky ghoul. That would have got me. I didn't even know. What the fuck? How are you supposed to know this? This is so funny, dude. Oh, she's in prison. You gotta kill her anyway. It's not bad enough that she's confined to spooky ghoul jail. Oh, we got a bone? Okay. I got a bone to pick. Dude, those trap doors are probably super annoying if you don't know where you're going. And you, like, accidentally fall through them. Oh, no. This is unbelievable. It's, like, actually crazy how little of the game he's played. Like, you don't need to play any of this? Top of the tower, another secret... What the fuck? I guess once you know there's secret doors everywhere, you would just test stuff. It's all good as long as you release the video about design philosophy of Monster Rancher mods. I mean, I talk about that in every single Monster Rancher video. Oh, you got zapped. He still has the Bumbler shield. Lightning. Oh, no, we got an eagle. All right. This is, you know, I always felt like I got pretty far in the game, and I'm learning that I didn't. I got to essentially what is 5 minutes into the game. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not having played the rest of it, because this looks terrible. I'm getting a lot of videos about Inscription on my recommended. I want to play it blind, so I guess I'm going to do that soon. I'd be interested in that, too. Inscription does look like it'd be fun. That Toads of the Bayou game I played, that I got gifted by the dev, was, like, pretty fun. But it wasn't, like... There's not a lot going on in it. It's, like, very easy. Toads of the Bayou is, like, it's like a tactics deck builder. Roguelite. It was a lot of fun. But also you can just like make your deck obscenely powerful very easily, and then it's over. Like, you've won. It's got balance issues. Dude, this sucks. This game is... Anyway, the point I'm getting at with all of this is that my mom, we were at a tournament, like a hockey tournament, I think, and my mom snuck away to a game store because it was my birthday. And she went to go buy me a gift, and she's like, I don't know what games he would like. And they're like, get him this one. This game's great. So, I don't know who the comic book guy equivalent in my reality is, but that dude's an asshole. I played the game a lot. She got her money's worth, but this game sucks. Still haven't tried Balatro, but I think I'd lose my life if I started. Todd from EB Games, count your days. That's what I'm saying. I liked Balatro. It was a lot of fun. I think it's a very good game. Also, I'm not as hooked on it as a lot of other people are. I played it when it first came out, and I enjoyed it. And, you know, I probably have... Well, I mean, we don't have to watch this shit anymore. How many hours do I have in Balatro? Or Balatro, or whatever it is. 50 hours. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time to play a video game. But I don't really have a lot of interest in playing anymore. I think it's fun. I think I got my money's worth. It's okay. AVGN fodder? I don't even know if it's that bad. It's a functional game. It's just... Kinda silly. Yeah, like Balatro, I've played 50 hours. I've played 30 hours of Marvel Rivals, and I don't even like that game. So, 50 hours is quite a bit. Looks bad, but the boring kind of bad, yeah. So are people running hard mode or DX for tournaments these days? Mostly DX. Not a lot of people are doing hard mode. So I keep shaking my camera. My wife got a brand new camera. Super excited. I am actually going to use it. I'm probably going to do some on-camera stuff for the SSX video. What do we got? Nintendo Power Secrets fodder. Yeah. It's been an age and a half, so I'm trying to unlock everything, get back into making monsters for events. Gonna do the tricks IRL? No, but the whole point of the video is that, like, I guess it's not the whole point of the video, but a major point of the video is that presentation matters, and that we enjoy things more if they look better, as much as we like to say that, like, graphics don't really matter. And so I'm going to compare this webcam to the $6,000 camera my wife just bought. Donation goal to get him to do the tricks IRL. I'm sure I can find videos of me snowboarding with, like, one binding in doing, like, the SSX tricks. We spent a lot of time trying to, like, learn them. I don't know. I didn't really have a plan for today. I just was like, oh, fuck, it's Monday. I gotta stream something. I'm super, super tired from boxing today. Because boxing, like I said, the gym is, like, finally, like, they moved all the stuff in. So they had the weight racks and all that stuff. And after I did my hour of boxing, I did a pretty intense upper body workout, chest and shoulders and arms. And they were already, like, kind of sore from boxing. But now they're like, I'm, like, beat. Has the scene still kept the player base since the DX's release? Yeah, it's still hanging out. How have you been, by the way? Holy shit, 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Randall. Very kind of you. Very, very sick of you to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, man. How's it going? It's going well. It's going better now. I like how my YouTube chat just shows a whole bunch of nothing for all the people that got gifted memberships. Yeah, very generous. Thank you, man. Snowboarding and skiing are two things that I do not fuck with the idea of them. It's scary to me. You learn. It's not that bad. You don't have to go fast. The thing is, much like a video game, you control the buttons you press, right? But yeah, if you're just joining, we're just talking about games and video ideas I've got. The next big video I do that's not Monster Rancher related is going to be on kind of a litany of games from the late 90s, early 2000s, as I, like, try to pin down what I think the perfect game is. It's been showing a whole bunch of nothing when I type. There you go. I'm fine being confined to a snow tube. Snow tube's cool too. Snowboarding's only as dangerous as you want it to be, yeah. Yeah, the YouTube chat, I still read it, but it doesn't always show up on what do you call it? On my actual, like, Twitch streams and, like, the live stream. It's the only stipulation of the... It's a thing I'm going to adjust. It's going to be fixed probably for tomorrow or the day after. But one of the only things that Twitch says you can't do if you're going to multi-stream to multiple platforms, one of the only things that's in the TOS that stops you is having the chats integrated in one block. So you need to have it differentiated so they can tell which is Twitch and which is YouTube. And I assume that's, you know, in case somebody threatens to kill the president or whatever. Twitch can be like, see, that's got nothing to do with us. That's YouTube moderation you got to deal with. But yeah, so games, I'm going to be talking about Wipeout 3. Wipeout 3, SSX Tricky, and SSX 3. Maybe SSX on tour if it's good. I gotta play it again and see. But then, like, I don't know, man. That's mainly it. Like, I don't... Monster Rancher, I'm gonna talk about a little bit. I'm gonna talk about the jump from Monster Rancher 1 to 2 to 3. But it's one of those things where it's like Monster Rancher does not have the universal appeal of something like SSX. It's something that I'm going to mention in the off bit, but there's a whole bit of the video about how, like, so much of, like, what makes a game good is up to interpretation, is up to taste. And it's why something like Monster Rancher has so many fans, but it is a very, very acquired taste, right? SSX Tricky, much less so. It is very just wide brush. This is a good game. This is cool. It's fun. And there's definitely merit in that. They stipulate the separate chats because they want people to see how crazy Twitch chat is and want to go over there. Yeah. I don't know if that's it, but all right. Well, I've been talking for about almost an hour and a half now. Yeah. And we haven't played anything. So I think we're actually going to play a game. But I don't think we're going to be doing Monster Rancher tonight. Mostly because I don't know what to do with Monster Rancher. And I don't know what to do in an hour and a half. We got Monster Rancher tomorrow. We're going to be doing the drinking stream and all that. But I just wanted to do like a... Let's all say hi after Christmas. After the holidays. Get together and chill for a little bit. I think we're going to play a little bit of On Tour. I'm going to change that. Ranbats? Ranbats is always fun, but I got to get footage for this anyway, so I might as well record it. I got to change this to say that I am not playing Monster Rancher 2. Adds man cut in the worst time. Nothing's happening. You don't got to worry about it. Playing with the boys. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to be an issue. This game is going to have so much licensed music in it. Big. My voice is kind of shot. I can't actually do the voice, but not right now anyway. Yeah, we got Iron Maiden immediately. We're gonna have to change some of that. Alright. Okay, there's no options to, like... There's, like, a lot of good songs in here, though. I Disappear by the Faint is killer song. Bad Country's in this. Banquet by Block Party. Damn. Flutter by Bonobo? I didn't even know that was in here. This is, like, this dates it as much as it possibly can. We're all glad to see things are still going really well for you. Miss the Monster Rancher scene overall? Yeah, it's, I'm happy to hear you again. Romantic Rights band is canceled, but that's a sick song. Medication's a good song. 2 Diplo songs back to back. Oh, this song. Fu Manchu is sick, man. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna have to, options. Yeah, what do I think? Audio settings. Alright. We had to turn it off, I'm sorry. Might as well boot up Guitar Hero at this point. I mean, a lot of the songs, it's EA, right? So Activision had a different license, like a group of licensed songs. Demonetization of the game, yeah. We're gonna be I'm sure it already got demonetized. I'm gonna get a notification about it. But let's just listen to the classic. Got everyone's favorite playing in the background. That reminds you of what? This is how you remind me, Macho. But like this game's got style too, right? Like this is obviously very sick. Randomly remember the other day of the video playing Clone Hero, not knowing he was playing Dicko mode instead of Sicko mode on it. Oh my god. Male or female? We're going with boy mode. Board or ski? You gotta pick a board. Oh yeah, this game's got skiing in it. Forgot about that. I gotta pick an emblem. Bart Simpson? Dude, he's so angry. Why is he so angry? This is like middle-aged man working management at Walmart. He doesn't want to be out on the hill. Everybody here is pathetic. This is... Okay, that's a hell of a look, man. I like the mohawk though. Let's go with the Batarang. I was really into Rock Band 4 as a kid and sucked ass at everything except the Hotel California solo. I can make myself very lurg. Oh hell yeah. We can go lurg. We can go lurg mode. Yeah. Height? Very short. World Tour, whatever that one was called, yeah. Feeling lurg after the holidays too? Me too. I hit the heaviest I've ever been. So we're going real hard to get out of the 192 zone. Got to get back down to the 180s and then down to the 170s. This is the year, folks. We're getting back to like 165, I think. They got names for the facial choices. Trickster. Dude, they're doing fucking... Oh my god. Oh, what is he doing? They're doing like... What do they call it? When they measure the skull to see what your personality is. The trick is his cleft lip. Rebel, Wanderer, Jock. This guy. Alright. Racer. Monitor Tan? Oh my god. I think we're gonna go with the Trickster. He, No, we're not gonna go crazy. We're gonna give him the beard though. Okay, I gotta race on the finish line. Off the hop. almost forgot what this game looked like.
Race me to the bottom.
Oh, the motion blur is crazy. What? What? That's out of bounds? Come on. My guy looks so silly. Family skiing only. If you don't have a family, you're not allowed to ski. Folks, I'm killing it. I haven't played this game in like 10, 20 years, almost. Since the game came out, 20 years ago. Oh, I fucked up. That's the thing that'll happen a lot in SSX, is you will accidentally jump and then can't do anything. He's nice though. The speed boost feels fast, which is nice. What? Come on. Okay, so already, like, the control is, like, significantly better than in Tricky. Sage got the looks maxing vibe? Yeah. Okay. Get tricky. 101 trick challenge. Find the scattered collectibles. I don't want to be that guy, but I already think this game is worse. Don't give me that. All right, where is autoplay on the? There you go. Time to get tricky, baby. Welcome to the tour. Okay, amateur, we gotta win this, okay. Time runs out, highest trick score wins, so it's not even get to the bottom. Tricky was kind of cool because it was still like very much an arcade game, and you were like, you had to like beat checkpoints, so you couldn't just like chill in an area. What? You couldn't just like chill in an area that was like had good places to do tricks. Okay. Alright, we got 0 points. Bad start. Okay, bad start. Alright. Okay, we got a couple of points. We're in there. We're in there, baby. Okay, we're in the hockey ring. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I hit the tree? I didn't think I hit the tree there. Game, I think that's you. What's up with the respawn system here? I don't know, man. I think it's just stopping me from going out of bounds, but like, out of bounds is like kind of funky for the first couple of tracks. What? Okay, that's... It's me. I'm doing it. It's supposed to be, Am I winning? I don't even know what he's got. Oh, I'm up 37,000 points. I'm playing on GameCube, and the Z button looks like it respawns you. The Z button used to be used for tricks, so I'm really confused. Trying to build the Hitmonlee Shadow Mew EX anti-meta deck you've seen in a few vids. Dude, it's so funny. Okay. What do we got? Catch airtime while on the clock, scattered collectibles. Hit the jump 4 times to beat the score. Okay, I can do that. There. That's a pretty fun deck. There's the Golem deck is pretty good, which is like, you know, a more functional version of that deck. We did it. Oh, in the slopes they call them shredded lettuce. We're shredding lettuce, baby. That was for tricks, yeah. So I gotta figure out what we're doing now, buttons-wise. Son of a birch. Quick airtime. Okay. So, I'm not gonna lie. These missions are not as good. These aren't as good as just, like, do the thing on the track. Okay, so yeah, for whatever reason, it's messed up my my reset button, like, and my one of my grabs. I'll get used to it though. Yeah, control is like way better, whether or not that's like a good thing. Like, you know, sometimes having like amazing control off the hop is like not a great thing. Like the goal is to kind of suck at first and then build up to it.
Shut up, stupid face.
Shut up, stupid face. We did it. I can't remember the name of the game, but it's making me think of the PS2 card game where you could play with bowling and darts and such. Burnout? Or no, what's it called? I know what you're talking about. I'm playing mostly Gyarados, but it's a jank build since I barely had anything from the first wave of packs for the longest time. Cool. Race the tour. Do I gotta controls? Okay, yeah, what? Why is it set to this? So my Y button is a grab and the other one is reset. That's so weird. Also played with the Pidgeot a lot, but it seems like where's Gyarados? You can actually attack with Dredagon. Yeah, I mean, there are Dredagon decks you can attack with. But Gyarados isn't one of them because, you know, you need a lot of water energy. It's just not worth relying on Misty. We haven't done a single Uber trick, folks. I don't know how to feel about this. So far, I would say this is third after SSX3 and Tricky. I'm getting ads even though I got ad block. I'm like not even watching the stream. I'm watching the ad and waiting for it to end. There we go. Oh, I can do Uber tricks now. Yeah, the aesthetic of this game is fun. It's not... I think the 30 FPS is the thing that, like, I don't like about it, though. Like... Is there a reason you couldn't just, like, make a game 60 FPS? Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to change the camera angle so much. It's so weird, man. Wipe that somehow. As one does.
Played or so I thought.
I killed that guy. I landed on his head. Those are different moves, but they look the exact same. I'm not a big fan of the camera angle switch. Oh. Yeah, beast. Big boosting. I did that again? Come on.
I like that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's another thing about SSX3 in this game. They made it so when you let go of the spin button when you're spinning in the air, it like auto corrects to like landing position. Because it didn't do that in Tricky. You had to like pay attention to how you were spinning and then manually adjust the angle of your board so when you landed you were chilling. Did I not just do this? This is a different one? Oh, this is Nate. Hey Nate. I don't think the video is supposed to look that bad, but that was. Not have Misty yet? Yeah, that makes playing that deck kind of difficult. You can still like play the deck; it functions really well without her. But the problem is in.
I'm gonna bring it hard and fast.
Ew. The thing is in the Ditto, right? Like they're gonna have it, and it's just like a huge disadvantage if they roll like one extra, right?
Take a dive.
Seems really slow against LB without it. Yeah, I mean you shouldn't rely on Misty regardless, but. We're flying, baby. Oh. Didn't get anything off that. Can't wait to unlock Mario with this. That's the thing that never would have happened in Tricky. The rails are like so hard to get onto in Tricky. Oh.
Excuse me?
Yeah? Alright, I guess it's still kind of hard. Oh.
I'll do for you.
That was the end? Dude. Alright. Oh my god. Like 1 in 15 on Zathos EX Wonder Pick. I haven't even gone for it. I've already got like 4. I've already got like 4, so I don't need any more. And it's like, I'm trying to save Wonder Pick for Celebes and stuff. Imagine if they had tree wells, like your opponent gets stuck in powder, buried, and suffocates. That's something they would do in the 2011 version of the game. See how far you can rail slide. Alright, cool. I will see how far I can rail slide. The coin flip wheezing, the smoke screen. That's pretty funny. I mean, you could probably beat YouTube with it.
Get out of the way.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be grinding rails. More rails? Yeah, go 2 more meters. Okay. Certainly there will be a rail. Well, there's nothing left there.
No way. Live and
There
learn.
you go. We did it. The new wheezing seems really funny. Like, it's obviously not as good as the other one. Being able to poison is like the whole purpose of using wheezing, but smokescreen seems really obnoxious. What could you do with that? What could you do with that wheezing? You could do... I mean, Arbok with it is really funny. Because you could wheezing, or you can Arbok something and then wheezing it. That's, I mean, Arbok and wheezing is probably the two monster tricks. Single hit trick event. Let's get some tricks in. But like, what else? Tentacruel maybe, because you can get the poison anyway.
Four corners of the globe, the best of the best are about to do their thing.
This is like kind of hard to build meter in this game comparatively. Just don't have it, eh? It's because I'm using so much boost. Oh, that's the wrong button. Shit. Oh, that's gonna take me a while to get used to. Not accidentally resetting. Really? This one I'd be done there. Fuck, I'm gonna keep doing it, aren't I? How do you build a monster base? Oh, he's doing it. Get that shit in competition, they kick you out. What is this shit? Do I not have like anything big unlocked yet? Is that like the problem? Oh no! As if I was so high too. Yeah, I kind of don't like the camera angle it does. Okay, true. Alright. There's no way that's is that intentional? They're like, oh, that's a funny thing you can do. Kind of ruins the entire flow of the pipe, but it'd be sick if you can do this. Oh, not done yet. Okay. I thought that was going to be it for sure. How long of a run is this? Until I get more tricks, this feels like real slow. I really wish I wouldn't change the camera angle. I am enjoying it. I'm complaining a lot. No. Well, super duper meter. Oh yeah, baby. No, it's not it? Okay, there's a second part? Hell yeah. Still going, baby. Alright. Pretty brutal. Dude, I'm tapping B. Let me recover. Handspring onto a rail like that would actually be like the craziest thing anyone's ever done. And it like doesn't even give you any points in this. Oh my god. I'm definitely gonna keep pressing the wrong thing there. Alright, well we're out of bounds now. Anything fun over here? Surely there's something fun out of bounds in SSX. Not just a bunch of snow? No? Okay. Pretty sure it's supposed to hit that. Oh, can I go around and hit it? Oh, I missed it a second time? That's fine. Oh, third time? Alright, yeah, that's fine. Hard to tell when something is like oververted and you can't like trick out of the run. Ten seconds left. I gotta get to the bottom still. Or is it just gonna be like you have till time runs out? Really? All of that for nothing. What the hell, man? Alright, well that sucked. Let's try it again. I knew I was like falling a little bit, but I didn't think it was that far behind. Can't skip this. Dude, don't show me a close-up of my guy.
Guess what time it is? It's go time! Wow!
Don't show me a close-up of my man. I don't need to see that. Alright, where are we off to? God. I was gonna get way more air on that. Yeah, we got boosts. Now we can do super boring tricks. I'm in the trees. Okay. That is probably how that would happen in real life if I tried it. Oh, here we go. Bail. What's this? Big boy jump. No, maybe not. Eh, kinda. Is this not the same as the last one?
Wow!
Did I like go down the wrong path last time or something? I can't even tell if it's the same track. Anyone else been playing Pokemon Pocket? It's been like a lot of fun. Though I am kind of getting to a point where it's like, I think I was like feeling kind of burnt out on it, mostly because I was feeling like I couldn't figure out how to stream it. But now that I know we can stream some tournaments, I'm pretty excited for that.
Whoa!
Yeah. I just gotta put like a prize mount on it, and then we'll see if money's coming in. Because I know people who've been doing like Pokemon content, and then they switch to Pocket, and it's like making more money than all their other videos combined. So I wonder if I put like, you know, $100 prize pool or whatever for the inaugural tournament. I can make my money back in ads or whatever. People subbing. Probably not. I'm trying to think of other decks I would like to make a deck out of, or other cards I make like. Holy shit, I can't even talk. Other cards I like to make a deck out of. I keep trying to make Volcarona work, and Volcarona is one of those cards where when it pops off, it's like, damn, this shit's busted, but it almost never pops off. Which is a fun card, but like definitely not something you can rely on. How did I fall there? Let's go. Still got some speed. Got second? Hold on. His first baby. Yeah. There we go. Oh, it's dancing. My guy's got a very... I rule? Hell yeah. I got 0 hype. It's okay. We moved up. We're now ahead of Tiger. I like how quick it is. The wheezing one? String tricks together, sure. Chain 7 tricks before time's up. Just the game in general? Oh, yeah, it's pretty fun. Like, it's not, it does feel like no matter how good you do, or like how good you play, the game can be decided like hand 1 very consistently. Hey, we did it. Full Karate Kid pose finish. I know, with the crane stance and everything. Hit the jump 4 times. Okay. Okay. Need 55,000 points. I think I need to get that boost thing the first time. That's fine. That's still up. Score there. Oh, we're gonna hit it now for sure. Definitely gave me THPS vibes with snowboarding against active VOD scores. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what they did in Tony Hawk's Underground, right? Slopestyle, yeah. Also, I will say, Tricky made me like really appreciate the actual racing aspects of it, because I don't think the races in SSX3 are as interesting as they are in Tricky. And I think that's because, you know, they're kind of purpose-built to be racetracks first and foremost. And then they're like, you can do tricks on this racetrack. Which has its pros and cons for sure, but the racing is definitely better. I gotta do like a weird claw grip to play this game. Because of the way they have the buttons set up. Oh yeah, we hit it. We're going a million miles an hour, baby. Okay, we're up a little bit. Cool. Yeah, we landed. We're fine. This game only being 30 FPS is really, like, strange. I remember, I never played it on the GameCube before today, but I've definitely played it on PS2, and it was the same way there. I remember thinking it felt weird because of it. I'm like not even doing tricks anymore. So far, I got 50 boasts. I got 50 hype. Oh, I gotta get 80,000. I'm already up. I'm already winning. Why are they making me do this? We got this. I gotta get better at like being able to like talk to chat while I'm playing like action games. It's really tough for like fighting games, and then stuff like this as well. I'm bad at peeking while it's happening. Come on. I think I'm gonna miss the hurdle there, that's fine. Oh my god. I don't think fueling competition in games the way they used to when friends could come over, you still want to grind out score? Yeah. Well, I mean, couch co-op as like a concept is dead now, for the most part. This is a hell of a slopestyle course. They just got like backward stuff in the middle of it. They didn't bother to like do anything with this. I'm being called slopestyle. Misty is such a trash card. No, Misty is unbelievably broken. Misty is like arguably one of the most powerful cards in the game. 50-50 shot to instantly win. Like 90% of the time. Like all the good decks. Okay, after this, let's see if I can buy new stats or tricks or whatever. When your buddies can already got some multiplayer and showed off your high score, yeah. I feel that. I'm still up. I'm still first place. 50-50 and losing 50. I mean, the worst thing that happens is you can't play another supporter. That's the loss aspect of it. Giving up your supporter to potentially instantly win feels like a pretty solid gamble. I was playing with my wife's cousin the other day, and like, you know, he's not as like competitive in games and stuff as I am, and I'm not like a crazy person who's unable to like turn it off. I am a competitive person, but you know, I can be normal about it, is what I'm getting at. And we were playing, and he was playing this executor deck, and he kept flipping heads every single turn for like 4 games. He flipped heads. There's something like 30 heads in a row on like every card he needed to flip coins on. Or if I flipped the coin, it would be tails. I think that's what it was. A combination of him getting heads and me getting tails, like 30 turns in a row. Wigglytuff on sleep and stuff like that. There was a game where he was playing Executor and Wigglytuff, and he made my Mon fall asleep, turn 1 with Jigglypuff, and then I literally didn't get to play the game again. He was asleep the whole game, and then I got to attack once, and then I got put asleep again, and I never got to attack a second time. and it was really funny talking to him about it because he's just like, yeah, this deck's just really strong. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It's like, I don't know how to explain to you without seeming like I'm salty because I'm not. But all decks are very, very powerful when you flip heads every single fucking turn. There's like probably a dozen decks that are stronger if you flip heads on every single turn. But it's like, it's so hard to like, you're just like, yeah, okay. Because you don't want to sound like you're making excuses for losing or whatever, right? It was so funny. He's like, yeah, it's really good. I don't know. Nothing you can do about it. Wait, they made Simon look like that now? Come on. Alright, time to buy some tricks. How do I do this? Oh, that's the regular. Kick, yes, yes, yes. Body massage. Who wants a body massage? Can I smoke screen with Wheezing and Greninja? That's so annoying, dude. The wizard? Is that what the wizard was? Whee! Chocolate Thunder. Alright, these kind of suck. Nutcracker. Okay, so it's like a can. Steed. What? That's like the hand in hand. You can't be renaming stuff. That's a classic trick. That's the hand in hand. What's the PT? Do they have the McTwist yet or the 900? No. These all like kind of suck. Okay, I like that one. We're gonna grab that. Cannot afford spread it. It costs 125k. Oh. Okay, that sucks. Attributes. What? A million? 1.5 million. Are these just like super powerful things? Cash, wads of cash, cold drinks. You'll always be the first one out of the start gate with this attribute. Okay. Freestyle boards. We want freestyle boards. We can win with low speed. We don't care. Dude, this shit's expensive as hell. Did not know Moose Bones was this handsome? Yes, you did. Okay, I can buy this. It's the most expensive thing I can buy right now. There we go. No. Cool. Alright. We have a board that does something now. Just go for shortest animation time, stick them in the combos for multipliers. There's definitely like an aspect of that, but I already have all the ones for the shortest time. I want the guillotine. I want torpedo. I want the fun stuff. Max edging, using current tricks out here. You don't say. Oh yeah, this is way better. Okay, we're playing easy mode now. control in this game is like, it's so tight compared to the other games. Other games are a lot more like, you can't turn as sharp, is basically what I'm trying to get at. Which, like I said earlier, has pros and cons from a difficulty aspect. They don't have a combo system that works the same way in Tricky. Okay, that was pretty good. It feels a lot more locked in. Yeah, you just have more control. Is what it is.
Oh, yeah! Did you see?
It feels there's. I will say, like in the racing in SSX 3 and Tricky, when you like take like a wrong line or you like go too high up a bank or whatever, it feels like really rough. And you're like, oh, I should have like probably taken that line better. And this is just like, no, I'm going full speed the whole way, which is objectively easier. And then you can make a judgment call on whether or not that makes it better. Because it does feel like you have access to more stuff. It's kind of like a Tony Hawk's 2 versus like Tony Hawk 4. Where like Tony Hawk 4, you feel like you can do what you want to do, like much more easily. But then you have to have a discussion about whether or not that makes for a better game. Kind of sucks not having the soundtrack for this, but you know, what are you gonna do? I need those $6 in ads. Oh no, I didn't get the monies. I missed the monies. I don't like that slowdown though. I think that feels kind of crappy. I get what they're trying to do, but just let rail right into that. I get what they're trying to do with it. And I think with 30 FPS, while a limitation, definitely does make the game feel more like cinematic, and that kind of helps with like these big moves you're doing. But I don't know if that's better than just being able to see the huge drop from like the angle you intended to take a jump at. Overall, Amph was slower and less fun to take the ladder, but it felt like a lock-in game. I feel that. Amph was definitely like more of a sim. It's more of an arcade. There's a reason for like one more than the other. I totally get that. But this is definitely more my vibe. I found the half pipe in between the sheets. I don't even know what that is, man. More slope style. Let's go, baby. I don't know where we are. I don't know what's happening. So far, like, this is the same kind of thing as 3, right? Like, there's different peaks, I think. And we're just stuck on, like, the first mountain still. Because everything's felt kind of similar at this point. Grab. Oh no. This one is gonna make that. No? Okay, I'm stuck. I couldn't land that? Okay, that's not fine. We're doing okay. Fuck. The product placement gets me. Alright, I let go of that. I'd like to work him. Wasn't expecting him to land that. No, we went over the bar. Okay, I'll take that. We're gonna do one long grab. I don't know what the multiplier for points is. Like, I don't know if it's better to do one long grab or do. They really want me to buy red zone, eh? That was a very mid 2000s type of deodorant. Let's just get down to the bottom. This is gonna be the one that makes us go all the way to the bottom. We might as well race our way there. Am I gonna hit the rock? I'm not. Beautiful. More points. More boost. I don't know how I was supposed to tell where the ground was there. Oh my god, the camera angle's killing me. Down into the second. Oh, look at that. Knuckled that one. Holy. We call that low air. Low air competition. Big air, small air. Hell yeah. Oh, I missed it still. Fuck. I have no idea how close I am to the ground. I got a lot of meter though, even though I didn't land it. That's crazy. Any percent I missed the plays have been 0 heads. Yeah, I mean, it's probably closer to 50%. I think on a long enough scale. It's very funny getting like 7 heads on Misty. Because it's like, okay, cool. Now you're making fun of me. You couldn't have given me one like 7 times in 7 different games? That would have been great. I did get a Misty win today where I flipped 3 heads on turn 1 with Articuno. And just killed their one basic Pokemon they had out. That was it, because they had nothing else on the bench. Simply not allowed to play the game. Bottom this time. Finish tricks look clean as hell. You just picked the game back up like an hour ago. Yeah, I haven't played this game in 20 years. I was playing a little bit of Tricky today though. Like I keep talking about Tricky because I'm starting. But yeah, I started playing Tricky again yesterday. I played like a lot of SSX3, like probably hundreds of hours, easily. But this game, I didn't play that much. Tricky, I didn't play that much. I had... a friend of mine had Tricky that we would play occasionally. But my main gameplay with SSX Tricky was on the Game Boy Advance. There's an SSX Tricky port for the Game Boy Advance. I think there's also a 3 in on tour. But it is... it's as bad as you'd expect. It's probably worse than you would expect. It's got this one song that's like really hype, and... I found what it sounded like uncompressed, and it sucks. It's really, really awful. Hold on one second. What happened to my music? We're on the Bellatra soundtrack now? That's not terrible. I need something higher energy than that, though. Okay. Hell yeah. Got some Gran Turismo. I use this song in like half my videos. Chill back, baby. The thing that I always liked about this game that like wasn't really present in Tony Hawk in the same way is that you have a lot of control over the angle of your board when you're landing. So like if you're throwing to a wall, you can kind of angle your board to hit the wall in a way that like allows you to just ride down it. Like if I jump in the air, see I can like angle up, down, to the sides. Keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, time for some monster tricks. Music on this game? This music isn't from this game. This game has a licensed soundtrack, so we had to turn it off. We've been listening to the Normal Fall soundtrack, and now we're listening to Gran Turismo. I think I tried the GBA port. Tricky from a GBA ROM compilation. It wasn't good. It's not. I played it a lot because it's all I had available, but it's not good. Back-to-back pipe. Trick off. Sudden death trick competition. Dude. Sky. I like how the video. Alright, well that looked awful. Person get 25,000 trick points ahead wins? Okay. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater GBA game, both weren't good. Okay, but those were at least isometric, right? Like it's hard to tell where you're landing. This one tried to use like a mode 7 thing, and every track felt like the exact same. I won. Good job. Holy shit, man. I will say, maybe this is something to bring up in the video, but like creating your own guy is fun, but it's, in retrospect, it's not nearly as cool as just using a character that like has thought put into them. So it's almost midnight, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be stopping this very soon. But this has been fun. Today was just like a day to get back into streaming. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing the drinking stream with you. That'll be a lot of fun. 300,000. All right, that's the first like actual score I've seen. Okay, we grinded. That's funny. Oh, we got a combo going, okay. We're gonna go this. Oh, okay. Is the goal here to like get to the second pipe though, or does it just end like... Is there a travel time that I gotta worry about, or does it just give me 3 minutes to get the score? I'll put me in the upper pipe. Over the railing, beautiful. No points for, what do you call it, for stalling in midair, like changing your rotation. That's a thing in 3. Oh, let's get this combo going again. Okay, we kept it. We're still in there. Fail here? Wow. Losing 90k and then being down 90k. Okay, that went real high there. That's fine. 8,000, we can get that right here. Press the wrong button? No, we're still. Love to see someone just doing gymnastics at the bottom of the
Did you see that?
Let's break 500,000 here. What is happening on inside? Pretty rough start. Mad about that. I'm always gonna press that on accident. That sucks. Reminded of Mantine Surf. A pretty good mini game from the mainline Pokemon games. Like this music. One of the cooler things about this game is like depending on what you're doing, it like changes the music. It was like really noticeable in 3, like when you're up in the air, all the vocals and stuff would drop out, and it would only be like you'd have a filter on the drums, and that would basically be it. In this, it's a little bit more obnoxious is the wrong word, but like it's very obvious. Repeat? I did that exact same trick twice in a row. That's really funny. I don't know what the odds of that are. Just flipping now. How many backflips? 2? 3? 4? No, we'll just stick with 3. I said my goal was 500,000. We're gonna hit that here. Oh, give me the money! Yeah. That's the thing that like kind of sucks about SSX Tricky. All the like score multipliers and like collectibles and stuff you can hit. The hitbox is exactly what you see. Because they rotate, sometimes it'll like rotate as you're about to hit it, and and you'll like slide right past it. I mean, like 3 people can see it. Hell yeah. I got a minute left. Oh, fuck you, dude. Let me lose my bonus. My Christmas boni. Okay, we landed that somehow. All right. Oh, look at the dance. Let's go, baby. Big boy. I rule. It would have been nice to break 500,000 there, but what are you gonna do? let's see the tour. Where are we at? Rewards? No, I don't really care about that. There's gotta be more to the map than just this, right? Like... What do I have for money? 61 grand? I still only have 61 grand. Okay. Which deck have I been favoring in Pocket lately? So, I don't know. It's really like matchup dependent, right? There's, the Pikachu deck that's been doing really well in tournaments and stuff is like super boring to me. It's basically made to beat Gyarados, and it gets its ass beat by Mewtwo. Unless you flip a bunch of heavy Zapdos, that's kind of boring. So I've been still playing like a lot of the Raichu decks, which are like not as good, not as consistent, because you kind of rely on getting Surge, maybe a Pokemon out. But it's very nice to just be able to nuke something immediately. It feels better. The new Raichu is interesting. I think it is a fun card. And my problem is I wish I could have two of it and two of the old Raichu. Because they're very, very different use cases. Hey, Mr. Dragon W, thank you for the raid. They're very different use cases, and drawing the wrong one at the wrong time feels really awful. And having both in your deck is like probably worse than just doubling up on something. How's your stream? I'm playing some non-monster entry today, mostly because I didn't know what to do. And I gotta collect some footage of this game for a new video I'm working on. Also, I like the Gyarados Greninja deck's good. I mean, it's obviously very strong. I really like the Golem deck. There's a deck with Golem, and then the new Golem, and then Hitmonlee and Marshadow. Once you get Golem up, you like basically win. There's like almost nothing in the game right now that can do anything about it. As long as you're playing well, at least, right? You can always misplay. You can be me on stream the other day when I'm like, oh, we win this unwinnable matchup, and then I press the wrong button. At least the scores are getting like marginally harder to beat now. So like not really. Pikachu X can get boring too? Yeah, I think so too. World's fastest butter. Let's go, baby. I can keep my combo up. It is nice. I did miss while I was playing SSX Tricky how easy it is to like hit rails in the newer games. It's an ordeal in Tricky. EX is fun. Also, as far as like super offbeat decks, I've been playing Luminion and Greninja deck with the new Poke Flute card, which has been really fun against both Celebi and Gyarados, because it means that I can do like 70 damage, which is enough to take out a Snivy, or I can just do 50 to take out like Execute or Magikarp, and then bring them back and kill them again, and then bring them back and kill them again. Very funny. Blaine decks? Yeah, Blaine decks are good right now too. They didn't really get much better. The new Ponytail's pretty good. I think the new Rapidash is probably worse than the old one. The reason you want to use Rapidash is not to potentially do 100 damage, it's to have something that only costs 1 energy, so you can get your Ninetales online without worrying too much about it. The new Magcargo, or not Magcargo, Magmar seems interesting, but every time I've used it, it's felt really bad. So I don't know if it's any good. It's definitely better than the old one. It's got a very similar like use case, except, you know, a little bit more all in. The rail? Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. Got a pretty good combo going right now.
I want to play video games.
Oh, hey Zap, thanks for the sub. No! Lost the combo. Okay, we gotta get to the bottom still. I think I potentially add equip cards to pocket. I think, like, there's no reason why I couldn't, right? Been trying to build Gyarados EX, just missing the titular card set, sadly. Yeah, but I only need one card left to complete the Mythical Island set, and it is base Celebi EX. That's not including like all the 2-star cards and stuff like that. I'm missing almost all of those, but like as far as like the base set, like all the diamond cards are considered, I'm only missing Celebi EX. Okay, we're just straight up in the lumberyard. I'm screwing up. One copy Snipe Celebi with Blaine though. Also don't feel the card. Yeah. I mean, that right there, it sounds like it should be good, right? And then in practice when you're playing it, it's like, they can play around it pretty easily. Am I gonna hit it? No? Oh, beautiful. Alright, well, we're up a little bit. This deck is cool. Porter has a Spine of Steel, I know. You can also kill a Celebi with Ninetales of Blame, yeah, exactly. I think it is probably there just to give you an extra basic, right? Probably only running like 5 basics in that deck. And it gives you something to put energy on if you only have Rapidash out. Oh, also, I will say, I think my favorite deck, though, you know, it's becoming less useful because less people are playing Celebi. I'm running into less Celebis anyway. I was playing a Weezing Arbok control deck, and then I had one copy of Salandit in the game. And it would be so funny to like get them the Celebi down to like, you know, 70 HP or whatever, hit them for 50 damage or 60 damage with Arbok, and then they kill it and they think they've won, and then come in with 60 HP fire card I've just got chilling in my hand. Never suspected. 70 damage. Who might have been? 70 damage, 1 energy. SSX Tricky is my love language. I think you're gonna like my my next Monster Rancher, non-Monster Rancher video then. IPOPs. It's about a lot of stuff, but it's about how presentation matters in video games, and how nostalgia is kind of a cruel mistress that we don't have any control over and always makes us feel bad. Alright, well that was a wasted jump, but that's fine. Commander sounds like it would be interesting to me, but I don't have any like IRL friends to play, and that obviously like makes it difficult, right? It's like, oh, you can find a group to play with. It's like, oh, no. I bet I can, but I got too many fucking hobbies to like be making new friends too. Just got back from vacation, getting back in projects myself. Oh, I should have been reading chat at that one, yeah. But yeah, me too. I say I've been getting back into projects. I've been playing a lot of Tricky over the last 2 days, but it's basically collecting footage. That's what I told myself to justify the lack of productivity. When I got a Monster Hunter video, I should be working on it. We got back in there. Sometimes you just gotta play some SSX. Well, I had an idea originally about like the language of like aesthetics in Y2K games, and the goal was originally to talk about Wipeout 3 and then SSX Tricky and SSX 3. And so I was playing some SSX 3 on stream like months ago, and I was like, this is showing its age. Like there's flaws here. A game that I thought was like fundamentally perfect as a teenager is very much flawed, and not flawed in a way where it's like it's bad, but it's like, you know, okay, I've got issues with the game where like before I was like, you can't say anything about this, and then because I would always be like 3 is better than Tricky no matter what. And so this week I went back and played Tricky to see if that's actually true, or like if, you know, maybe 3 is not as good as I remember, but Tricky is better than I remember. And like, no, Tricky's also pretty fundamentally flawed in some important ways, but it's also very close to perfect in a lot of important ways. I don't know. It's just gonna be me. The thesis is mostly that like things are built for children. Things that are built for children don't really translate well into your adulthood, even if you want them to. Even if you're like, I love this thing, it's very easy to see something with 20 years of hindsight and be like, alright, well, this is dumb, and this is dumb, and why they do this, and why they do that. And you have to kind of approach things keeping in mind the zeitgeist in which they were made, and, you know, not be cynical about it. That's it. Let's try that again. This game, the Tricky song? This game is not the Tricky song. This is SSX on tour, which is SSX 4. Got the monies. Oh, come on. Okay. Better detection than Tricky for sure. The slow motion thing is like, it's kind of off-putting the more I do it. because it feels very samey. It's like one of those things where it's like it's so cool the first time you see it, but it does not have the replayability that I think it wishes it had. Like the gimmick wears thin pretty quickly. Also being Canadian, bringing snowboarding games from our youth closer to home nostalgia-wise. I mean, there's some of that for sure. Friends here, I want to do a manhunt video. I'm worried they won't hold up either. But, I mean, there's an interesting story to tell there, right? Where it's like, it's not as good as you can definitely make that interesting on its own, right? Dude, that dance hell. This game is feeling almost like exactly like I remember. I haven't played it in 20 years. It's not as good as the other two. I'm enjoying it, but it's significantly different in some important ways. Mostly presentation. Why is it 30 FPS? Love choking people out with the Wiimote. Dude, so I was talking about it on stream earlier, but like, you've played SSX Tricky. Have you played SSX 3?
Contest over. Everyone go
They're pretty
home.
similar games,
A leg
obviously,
was
but
hit.
Tricky was first and foremost a racing game that they added the ability to like do tricks and stuff like a big way in after the fact. But 3 is like really the first sequel to the first SSX. SSX Tricky is more of like an expansion pack. Haven't? You have the ROM downloaded? Yeah, so the original SSX and SSX Tricky are extremely similar. Basically, the only thing that's different is there's more characters, and then Pipe Dream and Uncharted were added. And that's basically it. But the first SSX didn't have the show-off mode. It didn't have a thing where you can, like, you know, collect the snowflakes to get multipliers and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't a thing. It was just simply racing. And, you know, that seems to make a little bit more sense if you've only played Tricky and you're like, Aloha Ice Jam is a shitty way to do tricks on. It's because it's not supposed to be doing tricks on. It's supposed to be racing on it. SSX 3 is more of like a true sequel instead of an expansion pack. I made it a complete game. And the biggest difference, like outside of gameplay, is the aesthetic, and I'm convinced that's because Tricky was in production before 9/11, and 3 came out in 2003, so like peak Iraq War, where like, you know, jingoism was super big, and everything is like, you know, earth tones and like army colors, and it's still a goofy game, but it tries a little bit harder to be cool as opposed to like be fun. And I think that has something to do with, you know, the early to mid 2000s being a lot more serious of a time. All the fun of Y2K, like that era, late 90s, pop bands and shit like that was like on the way out at that point. And I don't know, I might be reading into it a little bit too much, but I am gonna make it political. I gotta use that that meme of what's his name, the quartering or whatever. It's like, oh no, you made it political. Oh, I won. Just saw the Pog Company brought back Pogs? Yeah, I saw that. Nothing like Medal of Honor colors? Well, that's it, right? It's just, it's depressing. I still love 3. I think it's probably the better game, but... Oh my god, I'm really feeling it in my arms now from like being like controller mode for a little while. The extra upper body workout I did today, it's fucking killing me. Gotta get rid of those pounds, though. Gotta get rid of the holiday calories. Okay, Jeff got 500,000 points. We gotta beat Jeff. Did I not really not pick up the money there? Oh, okay, there's a rail. Cool. Still got a combo going. Oh, that was the wrong button. Man, just gave 70,000 points. You hate to see it. I'm not doing it. Okay, whatever. We got a small payout. Okay, I had no idea what was happening there. No. Helicopter? Hell yeah. Alright. I'll take the 120 grand. Seems like a pretty good payout. Yeah, the ball time is, I don't know, man. It's a little too much for me. No, it's not it. Oh my god, I've got 7 minutes to get to We're chilling, we're doing butters down the hill. Alright, cool. Well, now I get on there, I guess. Didn't realize there was so much slow-mo and all the Uber tricks, yeah. Long ass course, yeah. I've already got the score though. We're just chilling at this point. What? Okay, bro. It took forever to stop back in. That one was your fault. I don't know if that was my bad. I think you could have tried harder. Got that one. We made it through. Man, we gotta mash B so hard to get out of that. I don't even think I pressed the jump button there. Did it. Did a big jump. I have no idea where the ground is. Okay, only 4 minutes to go. Alright, we're still on the board. To go. We get to the slope style. There's another one. I'm beginning to think there's no other mountains. We're seeing everything there is to see in the game. Which, if that's the case, this is super depressing. Because nothing here is like SSX coded, like at all. It's just like a skier's work. There's no like crazy mountains. This is like, obviously, this would be the most insane course in the world if it existed IRL, but like, that's not what SSX is about. SSX is about shit that is crazy for a video game. Oh my god. Press the wrong button again. Bad. Not good. I don't have a part where you ride through a lodge or something. Hot chocolate and screaming. There's a part like that in Tricky, right? Like you can go into like the office building and like there's the boardroom and work for your city. Mercury City is like so sick. There's so many like weird lines you can take where you're like on the rooftops and stuff, and it's like I don't even know if this is faster than just doing the course normally, but it's fun. We might have milked that one a little hard. You've been playing through Yakuza for a bit now? Yeah, how's Yakuza? We're moving up, we're 111th overall. Which makes me feel like there's gotta be more to the game, right? Than like just these tracks. One giant trick. Okay. I think we can do that. Yakuza, everybody I know who's played Yakuza is like, this is the greatest game I've ever played. Surely this will give me my entire bar? No.
Keep sucking.
The dude just told me to suck it? What the hell? Yeah, being able to like angle your board to like ride down the walls and stuff is a pretty cool feature of the SSX games. But I think that's because they have the roots in the racing. Right?
Happy birthday!
One. No, am I gonna have enough time? I'm not. More fun than one. Code for a playable unicorn? That's the first time I haven't actually done the thing. Oh, great. That's great. Do you get bar for knocking people down? 'Cause that might be the play.
Here's the rep.
Bigger jump coming. That might just be that my my leadership's like not good enough.
That's the way the game is. Feels good!
What? 2,000. Ooh. So I think putting multiple together is like better for my score. So far my favorite is 0, but I'm only 1/3 into the game. On the 3rd game of the series. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's better than real butter.
Okay, so it doesn't give you a lot of bar.
Stay frosty!
Gee,
How did I bail there? What the fuck? Dude. The boost. We're killing everybody. Barely landed that, but we landed all the same. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance. Fuck, man. This is kind of tough with my shitty tricks. And this is probably the last challenge I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Let's get it. Or maybe I do a really long rail or something.
On vacation?
What? Dude. What is happening? Oh my god, dude. I'm like hitting invisible walls.
Whoa!
To have collision.
Keep your eyes open!
Yeah. I can't hit it by there, I'm kind of stuck. Shit. Oh, okay. Or I can try to hit a later jump. Maybe I don't dick around and I just go as fast as I can to get to a better jump later on.
How do you think it is on top of the mountain?
Like, that would be nice to get it there. Feels like it's probably a big enough jump for it, but I don't have my super by that point.
I have this switch now, and I can only taste tuna.
Keep pressing the wrong button. Why is it set up like that?
I love eating burgers and fries with gravy.
Well,
Hey, no way!
Sorry, buddy. And I still hate the friend completion. You're going down.
dude, it keeps bringing me so far to the side instead of forward. So I can't get off the rail. I was way late on that punch, but... I'm not even gonna go for this one.
My boots hurt. Oh, that was so
Yeah. Man, that's tough. Just like out of nowhere, we get like an actual hard challenge. Like doing everything first try. And there's some combination spin grabs that it just gives like way more points than anything else. Yeah, I mean, I have an idea which tricks give me more. It's just I gotta fill my meter first before I can do any of them.
Whoa! What are you doing?
That's the thing about this game too, is that sometimes it doesn't, if you hold your button to grab before you hold your button to like take off, sometimes the order of operation messes up what your character tries to do.
You're right. That tastes very good.
Dude, again. What am I doing wrong there?
Hospital's this way.
What? Things we grind the brag to our friends about. Really? I didn't land that?
When I grow up, I want to be a dog.
Yeah, we're not gonna try and hit this one. We're just gonna see if we can get further down. Oh my god, dude. There are bigger jumps before I have my bonus, so maybe that's the goal, is to try and hit it first. Okay, yeah, that's the way to do it. Money for nothing, your chicks for free, baby. It's not this one. Yeah, dude, there's something with the lip there that it doesn't want me to go over it properly. There's a jump coming up that's a lot better. Ooh, that could have been it. Ooh, I'm still going. Oh. We're in the dregs now, man. I think if I had done more backflips, less regular spins, I could have had it. I think that is the jump I have to go off of, though, before I even get the boost. Oh, okay, true. Not so right on rail.
This is mine now.
Yeah, there's a fucking lip on that jump, dude. It like, it's like a wall you hit. It's just not programmed right. Oh, we gotta get it. Them starting me off midair is like kind of bothersome too.
Back off. Like a summer job.
So I should be able to get it here. No, it's like barely a jump. Yeah, this railing.
Guys, safe to go up the mountain. One row.
Not a chance. Ah, dude, they made one of the fucking grab buttons the reset button. It's so annoying. Why did they do that, dude? No one on the planet was complaining about that button being... Oh. Okay, no spin. Killing me. Okay, no, that trick was absolutely done.
There are no rules.
Cool. Oh my god, dude. Alright. On the rail. Getting meter.
Whoa!
Like barely any meter.
Thanks, really, thanks.
Oh.
Orders up.
It's my room. It's my swing.
You're right, yellow snow doesn't taste very good.
Can I jump before the lip? No, dude, what the fuck? Oh my god. Like, they didn't even test that? There we go. Got the bat signal. Cool. Big jump time. I'm gonna hit the fucking wall. I can't get it here, and this sucks, dude. That jump has like a huge run up, and it looks sick, and then you don't go anywhere.
Bring it on!
Probably get it on a long enough rail, maybe. Maybe that's the play. Just get to that rail. No dicking around, just get there immediately.
Losers then.
Okay, there was no lip there, that's weird.
Where's the peanut jar?
Kind of spears and borders, taking casual like that in SSX, I know. I mean, honestly, that's one of the, I think, the worst parts stylistically about this game is the fact that there are other skiers and snowboarders here. Because the point of the SSX tracks were always just that it's like, these are made for fuckers, right? But now it's just like, oh, this is just a regular track that you can go crazy on.
Back off, or
I think I need better tricks. I just don't think it's possible with the tricks I have. I think that's the problem. What do I have? 150? Okay, we can get this guy. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to equip it. The peak? So this is the whole track, right? No, this game's not as good, I'm sorry. It's fun. Okay. Screen position? Oh. You can play widescreen? That's kind of cool. I gotta figure out how to equip. I have it now, but I don't know what direction I gotta press for it. Heading to bed? I think I am too. We just bought that. I'm gonna try this one more time. And then, see if I can figure out how to do that trick. It's been a minute since I hung out on stream. Yeah, it's been fun. Kind of a low-key night, but not everything needs to be, you know, high-intensity Nuzlocke. Alright, I kind of killed it that time, I'm not gonna lie. Now we're playing with the boys, baby. No. Why don't I have like options? Like I bought a trick. I don't know how to do it. It doesn't tell me how to do it. Oh, it's stupid, dude. What the fuck? Is it like guaranteed to be a certain direction? Like I can't customize? Oh, it's telling me. In the bottom. This is that. This is up. Oh. So in the middle of this move, I do another move. Okay. Okay, I get it now. We're gonna beat its ass now. Yeah, you can't jump off that. Like if you're holding the pre-spin, like actually do a trick. I'm gonna miss my opportunity to do it on the big drop here, though. Let's try it. What the fuck? Do the fucking trick I want you to do. This feels impossible. What? I gotta press up, and then I gotta press another direction while like up on the C stick and then right on the C stick. What is it? There's gotta be timing to it. I'm not getting right though. Chance. What the fuck? It's like there's no way the trick is that hard to do that like I'm doing something that wrong. Yeah, he keeps doing one trick and then putting the board away and doing the second trick. I don't know. Well, we're not gonna figure it out right now. I'm going to bed. We keep getting close. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Let's find someone to raid, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And then we'll be back tomorrow with some more. Some more Monster Rancher stuff. I'm excited for that. Who is streaming right now? We don't have any friends streaming that we haven't streamed. Chaotic Assassin's playing. Let's they were nice enough to stop by and say hey earlier, so let's give them the modicum of viewers we got right now. Well, thanks for watching. Today was you know, a little bit different, low key, just chilling. But tomorrow we got the Monster Rancher drinking game. I'm excited for that. And I hope see y'all there. I hope you're all losers like me. Well, no, I'm choosing to do the stream instead of do New Year's with friends. So, you know, I hope you're having a good time. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.